I'm Myles. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're talking about makeup brushes. So makeup brushes aren't like the most glamorous part of makeup artistry, but they're really important. I get a lot of questions about makeup brushes, so I figured let's just do a whole video on it. And now keep in mind this is my collection, so it's specific to the makeup products that I use on a daily basis. So while I go through the brushes, I'm going to show you the makeup that I use with them so that you know exactly what I'm using it for and whether it's something that you need in your collection or not. I'm going to start with this guy. Give you a good look at it, okay? YouTuber style. Trying to get my camera to focus. So this is like a round buffer brush is typically what it's called. This one in particular doesn't really have a name because this brush I bought on Amazon for like $7. Morphe has one like it, Sigma has one like it. You can find this brush a lot of places. I'll try and link below the Amazon listing that I actually ordered this from, but I've had this brush for like 2 years, maybe 3. So it's held on and I still really like it. What I use this for is liquid foundation and also like cream bronzers. This brush isn't really great for powder products because it's really dense and so it's going to pick up a lot of product. But it's great to really buff in creams and give a more natural sheer finish as opposed to our friend the Beauty Blender, or this is the Real Techniques one, which is $6 versus $20 for the Real Beauty Blender, like the original one that's sold at Sephora. I do like that one better, I'm not gonna lie, but there is just no sponge in the universe that I will spend $20 on over and over again, like a sponge. I couldn't do that. So I'll stick with my $6 one. If you guys have any other suggestions for like good dupes to the Beauty Blender, comment, because I'm willing to try any sponge that's less than $20. So yeah, this one is really good if you kind of wanting to layer foundation and if you want a more full coverage. And then this one's gonna be good if you just kind of want to sheer it out and get that all over color as opposed to like a full coverage. Next brush is this one right here. Beautiful. This is the Sigma F25. I've had this brush, I want to say since like middle school, and I'm 23, so I don't know if I should still be using this brush, but I do and I still love it. So this one I like to use for translucent powder. Then I'll show you what kind I have. Right now I've been using the Maybelline Fit Me powder, but I like this just to dip a little bit in the powder and do an all over set. I don't really like bake with this. I do it to kind of blend things in and to set my face. Okay, so the next brush I have is a Morphe brush. And yes, all my brushes are dirty because I just use them like to do my makeup right before this video. So I hope that doesn't bother anyone. I didn't feel like washing them. Sorry. And this one I actually got in a travel kit, so it isn't labeled, like it isn't numbered, but I'm going to try and find the name of it. If not, I'll put the travel kit that I bought like down in the description below. So it turns out I couldn't find either one, but here's a nice dupe. But basically, I like this brush for bronzer because the bristles aren't quite so dense, but they still give you like enough control. So I'll take this and I'll tap it in my bronzer, and then I kind of do circular motions around my face and even down my nose, down my neck, just to kind of warm up my face. So that's how I use this one. You're not being super precise with it. Now I've got a separate brush for bronzer and for contour. Now the next one is the R10 from Morphe. This is the one I was saying I use for contour. Now you're probably like, Myles, what is the difference between bronzer and contour? I thought those were the same thing. You thought wrong. So there's actually a big difference between contour and bronzer, and so there needs to be a big difference between your brushes as well, or at least you need two different ones. So the main difference between a contour powder and a bronzing powder is that your bronzer is almost always going to have a little bit of shimmer in it. I use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This one doesn't have a whole lot of shimmer, but it definitely has like a sheen to it, and it's also more of like an orange tone. You definitely want your contour to be less orange and more kind of like an ashy tone, like a gray undertone to it. I'll show you what I mean. So this is what I use for contour. It's the Smashbox palette, and I use this one right here. So you can see this one's definitely more orange and this one's definitely more gray. So your contour powder is going to be completely matte because you're creating kind of that shadow, that chisel. So you don't want the shimmer, you don't want that kind of orangey, like sun-kissed color. That's not really what you're trying to achieve with contour. So this brush just really gets in there and kind of chisels out your cheekbones. It's great to do the jawline, but it's not really one that you're going to be going like all over with the bronzer. Okay, next brush. This brush is like, I don't know, I love it. It's perfect. This is my blush brush. It is the Morphe E4. The angle of it and everything is just perfect to go right here on your cheeks, right on the apples. It's just perfect for blush. Okay, and then I guess we'll talk about these together. These are essentially the same brush. You can use them interchangeably. These exact ones probably can't be purchased because I got them like years ago from like a Target kit. But I know Morphe makes a really similar brush, so I'll find either theirs or someone's and I'll link it down below. I'm gonna show you the brush up close. It's just kind of like a little flat, round brush. So anyways, these brushes I use for highlight, but two different kinds of highlight. So just like the bronzer and the contour brushes, this I use for like my shimmer highlight that you put on your cheekbones. This I use for matte highlight that I get in this little Smashbox palette. As you can see, I really like that color. So like under your eyes, to set your eyes, I do it down my nose before I do my shimmer highlight. I do it on my chin a little bit. Just anywhere, like the high points of your face, wherever you're highlighting, but not like shimmer highlighting. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. So for your shimmer highlight, so this is the type of highlight I'm talking about here. So for this kind of highlight, we use this brush. And again, you can use them interchangeably, but just make sure you have one brush to use only in mattes, one brush to use only in shimmers. That way you're not getting shimmer in your mattes. Okay? Okay. Okay, so that's like it for face brushes. I'll show you. This is what we got going on. So it looks like a lot of brushes, but like, they each serve a purpose, and that's the important part. Eye makeup brushes. These are the ones I have selected for you guys. I will let you know right now. I have like endless duplicates of each of these, but these 1, 2, 3, 6 are what I feel like are the essentials for any eye look. So I will start with this one. This, like, you need in your life. If you're gonna be doing any kind of eyeshadow ever, you need one of these. You don't have to get this exact one, but you need to get something that looks like it. So this one is the R37. Again, it's Morphe, and it's from their Rose Gold collection because it has the R in the front. Love this for anything in your crease, just to blend it out. Like today, as far as eye makeup goes, all I'm wearing is this butter bronzer in my crease on using this brush. Okay, moving on. This one is another one that's like ride or die. I have probably 4 or 5 of them. You need it. It is the Morphe R39. Here's the similar one that's not Rose Gold collection, and it is the Morphe M433. So either the M433 or the R39. Both of these, they're like the exact same brush. They're both from Morphe. They're both amazing. This I love to do for like a halo eye. So I've already gone in with my R37 in the crease, right? And then this one, the R39, I like to like pack on color to my lid. So So if I'm going to do like a brown smoky eye, which I do a lot, I'll do the brown all over my lid. And then this brush, because it's still fluffy, it's easy to also blend it into the crease. It's just another good eye blending brush. And then another eye makeup brush that I feel like everybody needs in their collection is this one right here. It's just a flat shader. I think this one is Sigma. Okay, so this one is actually a Sigma concealer brush. It's the F75. So I don't use it for concealer really, I use it more for eyeshadow. And I like it just to like pack on a color to the lid. So the last one was kind of if you want to smoke out a color and have it look blended into like the crease. This one is going to be great if you really want to pack on like a shimmer or a foiled shadow to make it look like extra shimmery. Okay. Is this the last eye brush? Almost. So this one is just a pencil brush. This is the Morphe. Wow guys, look, I've used it so much it's like worn off the name. This is the Morphe R41. I like to use this underneath my eye to kind of take a shadow along my lash line, my lower lash line. Works really great for that. It's also great if you're one of those people when you put on your mascara, if you get it like all over your eyelid. This guy, if you just kind of go like that on wherever you messed up, this will just, it's like an eraser. I don't know, it just works great. So whether you're somebody who fills in your eyebrows or not, I swear that you need this brush. And I'm sure you've seen it before and you probably like took it out of those little makeup kits you got when you were 13 and threw it in the trash can. But this brush right here is a necessity for doing my eyebrows. It's just a little eyebrow brush, an eyebrow comb, whatever you want to call it, and I have to have it. So sometimes I'll go to sleep and I'll wake up and my eyebrows will be like 5 different directions. They get crazy sometimes, and that's where this guy comes in. So even if I don't have time to put on makeup or anything like that, I will brush my eyebrows. First I'll comb through and then I'll fix them with the kind of brush side and just make sure they're all going the right way and that they look nice and neat. So yeah, hang on to these guys. You can find them anywhere, like go to Walmart, pick one up. It is a necessity for me. Okay, we're on to the last one. Is this one right here. It's just a teeny tiny angled brush, and I put this with the eye brushes, but it can kind of be used for anything, and that's why I think you need one of these. Even if you do you guys see this? Literally this happens to me all the time and I won't notice, and I'll just live my life like this. My hair will get like stuck in my lip gloss and then drag across my face, and then I love that for me. How do I fix this? Okay, so little angled, teeny tiny angled brush. It's just really great for cleaning things up and kind of sharpening your look. So if you're doing a fleek eyebrow and you really want to get in there with some concealer and cut them out, or if you messed up your eyeliner, your wing, this is great. I've used it before to like fix up my lip liner or my liquid lipstick. It's just a really good versatile brush, and it's really great for detail work. Did I say what number this is? It's an R45. Okay, so that's a lot of brushes. I'll show you. It's a little daunting when you first see somebody like pull all this out to do their makeup. I totally get it. Like I used to be like, this was me at one point with like my 3 brushes, and I will tell you it makes a huge difference in your makeup application if you just get the right brushes and you get brushes that work with the products that you have. So I showed you kind of how I use some of these brushes and like what products I use them with. Hopefully I've given you enough of an explanation as I've rambled on about each one of them to give you kind of a good idea if like this is something that you need in your life, or if it's something like that you can pass on because you don't wear blush, you know? And I'll put everything in the description box, links and the names and numbers of all the brushes so that you can get the ones that I talked about. But yeah, thank you for joining me for another video. I know it was long awaited. I mean, I say long awaited by like who? My mom, but you know. Thank you for those of you who've stuck around, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!